Well, howdy folks, it's Buck Buckner again, and we're outside the bunker, and quite frankly, it's freaking me out, but it's so good to be here in front of you, talking about my book in person, and it's been phenomenal, very phenomenal, and many words come to mind, and phenomenal is top of the list. So let's move on with the 9 rules. And the first rule, and let's not get confused here. I know the first rule is technically the 0th rule. And we went through that quite extensively. And if you're just tuning in now, you missed a great deal. But keep listening because I think you'll be amazed. So this caused confusion with many people about they kept going straight to the first rule and forgetting about the 0th rule. But the 0th rule, and I hate to talk too much shop talk out there, and I tried to really translate it into plain English. So to eliminate that problem of people thinking the first rule was actually the first rule, I named it the 1.1 rule. And that way it makes people think, okay, it's the 1.1, you round down, when you round down, sometimes you might round 0.1 up to 2, but in most cases, you're going to round that down to 1, but it also alerts you as a reader that it's the second number in a way, but not quite number 2, if that makes sense. And I do think it does make sense. You have to, and it's very clearly spelled out in the book. And think about it, folks. When you wake up every morning, like this morning, I woke up. What was the first thing I had to do? It was come to this auditorium, into the classroom, and give my lecture on my book. No, not at all. The first thing to do was to make a waffle. I made a waffle, and it was so tasty. And think about it, folks. What's the shape of the waffle? It's a 0, the 0th rule. And then I went off and did the number 1.1 item, which wasn't the first. The first was the 0th, which was to make the waffle. And I know this is it's almost more mathematical than it is philosophical, but really it's both. And I think we've gone through a great deal here, and why don't we take a campfire break and we'll be right back with Buck Buckner outside the bunker talking about his 9 rules of blank.